KvK 1 is about to begin and you don't know if your account is ready for it? Don't worry, I am Tian and today I will take you through everything you need to ensure maximum performance in your first ever KvK. Let's begin. Number 1. Crucial building upgrades. The first building that you need to max out is your City Hall. Yes, you need to be at City Hall 25 for the 150,000 unit capacity. Now after that you should level up your academy as much as you can for military technology, which I will talk about in a bit. After that, the hospital is one of the most important buildings for you. As long as you are not planning to get zeroed, it is enough if you have a capacity of around 300,000 if you are running one march. That should have you in a complete safe zone. It would look something like a level 21 hospital with 3 level 17 hospitals. Now besides that, there isn't really a must-have. The Alliance Center is pretty good because it gives you free helps. So if you are done with 25 and you still got some time or building speed ups, get the Alliance Center up. Or otherwise, if you are a designated ready lead, you can get the castle up. But this is very expensive and as a normal player, it probably isn't yours to do anyways. Number 2. Commanders. First, ensure that your primary commander is level 60 by the time the fights begin. The reason is unit capacity. Here you can see you gain another 50k from commander level, and your talent tree. You want to be able to max this out. This is, for example, what you would run on Sun Tzu. Now, do keep in mind that your secondary commander does not need to be level 60, nor does the talent tree matter. In my case, Athelflaed, the only thing that matters for her are her skills, how much they are leveled and if they are even unlocked. As for concrete commander pairings, I will go through that in another video, but I can tell you if you play infantry and you are a free-to-play or low spender, Sun Tzu Athelflaed will not fail you. Just remember to push expedition. And remember that when you are going into fights, to have your equipment set on you, on your primary commander. Number 3. Following the last point, let's talk equipment. First of all, look at this. This is how your infantry gear can progress. Now, if you are a free-to-play or a low spender, you will usually stop at the second gear set because of the lack of blueprints and mats, but that is completely fine. You have enough time to slowly complete your gear sets over time on your account. Now, if you are a cavalry player, your gear set progression will look like this. Again, the second gear set is where most will stop. And if you are an archer, this is how your gear progression will look like. And if you haven't guessed yet, yes, the second set is where most will stop. Do keep in mind that on average, infantry is the easiest out of the 3 because you get the Hope Cloak, which is a crucial piece of gear for infantry, in the 3rd Lucerne if you buy the pass. Whilst on the other hand, the other 2 blueprints for archer and cavalry that you get from Lucerne are pretty bad. Number 4. Troops. Now, how many troops you need, first of all, depends on how many marches you are going to use. Per march, you will need 300,000 of the troop type you are going to use at a minimum. Remember, no mixed marches. That means if you are running one infantry march, you need at least 300k infantry. If you run one infantry and one cavalry march, you would need a total of over 600,000 T4 units, 300,000 infantry and 300,000 cavalry. Now, why do you need 300,000 even though your unit capacity is only 200,000? The answer is army expansions. Especially the advanced army expansions, you should be saving these and using them for the biggest fights in KvK. If it's just a small fight, a small skirmish, rely on a basic army expansion. If you happen to run out of advanced army expansions, it could be worth it to buy some in the courier station for 1,500 gems. Do not underestimate the importance of having 50% bonus unit capacity. Number 5. Resources and speedups. You will need a lot of resources and speedups for healing your troops in KvK. Healing is expensive. So what you have to do is first of all check which two types of resources your troop type mainly uses. For infantry, it would be food and wood. You will need at least 100 to 200 million of these two resources per march. Right, that is a safe bet. How much you are actually gonna use very much depends on the intensity of the fights that you will face. Also, have around 50 to 100 million gold ready. Now, how many speedups will you need? Per march, I would recommend to have at least 50 to 100 days of speedups exclusively for healing. Of course, this is again dependent on how much and how intense those fights are gonna be. You should always try to take good trades so that you don't need to use too many resources and speedups just to end up with bad kill points. Number 6, military technology. The first thing you will do here is max out all the upgrades for your main troop type under T3. That means iron working and buckler for spearmen, aka infantry, and so on. Also, very important, get all the march speed you can. March speed is very important. It determines how well your trades will be, how good you can micromanage. And also, if you are losing, how fast you can run. If you run faster than your alliance members, you will take less losses. If you are winning and you are faster, you will get more kill points because you can stick to the enemy. Now, what to do after this? Well, first of all, unlock the T4s, and after that, focus on the stats. Combat tactics, defensive formation, and herbal medicine should be at least level 7 or 8 by the time the fights begin. If you are a pretty optimal free-to-play or low spender, it is possible to get all 3 of these to level 9 or even 10. Now, the main focus should be herbal medicine, or if you scroll past here, medical corps, because they give health. Why does health have priority over attack and defense? The answer is diminishing returns. If you look at the stats you have been getting, you'll be able to see 10% attack, 10% defense, and if you max them out, even for the exclusive upgrades after T4, 20% attack and 20% defense. As you can see, only attack and defense, yet a lack of HP. That's why HP is so valuable. Still level them somewhat equally. There is no fixed goal or minimum you have to reach to fight, but it is recommended to get all of these stat upgrades, including medical corps, combined arms, encampment, back here, as high as you can for your main troop type. Just do this after you have 300k troops per march you're gonna use, and your crucial buildings to the level that is required. Also keep in mind to keep enough speedups for healing. After that, go ham on research. Number 7, action points. This is for pre-KvK, not for the fighting. Why do you want so many action points? Perhaps you have already heard people telling you to save them. The reason is marauders. You want to be able to do them as much as you can, spend all your AP on it. Now, lastly, I want to talk about teleports and combat settings. Now, teleports are quite self-explanatory. Whenever you want to join in on a fight, or if you want to TB back to a safe spot to go and sleep, you will need quite a few of teleports. Saving them up does not hurt. Another thing would be the combat settings. These will help you a lot if the fights are quite big and cluttered. Quick command, for example, if you look at my settings, all it does is ensure that you cannot really misclick. The only thing that I can attack the moment I activate quick command are enemy open field marches. If you look at it, I can right click this barbarian, but I cannot attack it. This ensures that you don't accidentally attack flags or enemy cities or whatever that might cause your march to go into a wrong spot and die very quickly or very badly. The same logic is for filter mode. All it does is help you reduce clutter and lag. You can set it up however you like. I personally have it like this. And if the fights are very intense and there is a lot of people participating, you can also considering fighting out in a zoomed out state where you only see them like this. This will help you micromanage better without experiencing any lag, and sometimes can be visually more pleasing and comfortable. And just like that, we are done. Once you've gone through everything on this checklist, congratulations, you are ready for KvK 1. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this in the future, please leave a like and subscribe. Peace out, Tian.